You were there with me in that white tunnel. And you were guiding me toward the light.
Come on, Kevin, this is crazy.
I thought vampires were crazy until one of them went after my daughter. Paige, I can't believe that I'm saying this or even thinking it. But it's the only possible explanation.
Look, Kevin, just because you've had some strange experiences...
You're an angel, aren't you? Paige, if you care about me at all, tell me the truth. Paige. Look at me.
After the car accident that killed my husband, I hung on for a while. And then...
You died. But how? I mean, why did you come back?
Rip me off for the last time, bro.
Look, Casey, get out of here.
I called the cops. They're on their way.
You know what? It's funny, because I don't hear any sirens. Now, Jamal and we got some unfinished business.
I said, get out of here.
The cops are gonna bust you, you jerk. No.
Save you too? Huh? No.
I am. Now let her go. Otherwise, you're gonna get seriously hurt.
Don't worry, Papa. I haven't forgotten, and I never will. Ian Thornhart will suffer. I'll make sure of that. And he'll die. Who's there?
Could be your conscience, if you had one.
Ed. Oh, what do you want?
Just want to have a little chat about your plans for Dr. Thornhart.
If we're gonna have a shot at this marriage, we have to say exactly what's on our minds.
I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
Nothing else is working. I want to hear exactly how you feel about things.
That's for sleeping with Lucy.
You want the freak?
Case, are you okay?
I think so.
That scum is not getting away with this.
No, Ricky, I'm okay.
Oh, God, I gotta stop that idiot.
It's quite a slap.
You told me to let it out.
I'm glad you did.
I know that we were having trouble in our marriage, but I never thought for a second that you would
Not
ever
a day
go
goes
there.
by when I don't regret how much I've hurt you.
We were living apart, but I thought that somehow, some way, we would work it out.
I know.
And when I found out about you and Lucy, it was like all my old insecurities were ripped open. How can I trust you again? How?
I wish I could take back what happened, but I can't. Is this always going to be between us?
After I found out about you and Lucy, I became the kind of person that I hate. And now every time I see you look at another woman, I just think my stomach gets knotted up inside it, and it's like it's gonna explode. And that's why I reacted the way I did with Amy. And I believed that you were attracted to her.
We're being completely honest with each other, right? Okay.
You weren't completely wrong about that because I was attracted to Amy.
So I'm wrong about you and Ian? You don't blame him for your father's death?
I guess my father was too ill by the time that Ian got to him.
And you're not planning any kind of revenge, huh?
I just want to go home and soak in a nice hot bath and forget.
Amy, do you know how you can see people's characters by touching their face? Well, I went deep down and touched your soul. Not really a nice place.
Then why'd you let me come back? If you think I'm such a big sinner.
If I had my way, you wouldn't have.
Then that must mean you couldn't stop me. Even if I did come back for revenge.
Amy, cut the bull. Now we both know you came back to kill Ian.
You get off my back. And let me finish what I've come here to do.
You sure a punk coward, JD. Why didn't you stay and fight like a man?
To answer your question, the longer I stay here, the less sure I am about why I was allowed to return.
Hey, what is it really like, passing over? If you can talk about it.
I guess I expected some big fanfare. I mean, my life flashing in front of me, something like that, but it was so quiet, private. I could hear the doctor's breath rising and falling. Or maybe it was my own. And then silence.
You were gone.
I guess you could say I was pretty mad at first. I mean, I still had unfinished work to do and tickets to the opera that weekend. But then this incredible peace came over me. And then it turned into the purest light. And I followed that light.
Then
why did I come back?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I guess there was still something missing. And that's when I was given a second chance.
You mean to have your portrait painted? That was your unfinished business, to leave something of yourself behind?
I still believe that's part of why I came back.
But it became something more.
I knew that the moment you opened the door and I saw your face. I never really let go of you when I was alive. I still haven't, Kevin. So I guess you could say I came back because of you.
No, you wanted more than that. You wanted to take me to the other side. You wanted me to cross over. Did you come here because of me? Or did you come here for me? You wanted me to die, didn't you?
I can, and I will kill Ian Thornhart for what he did to my father. And if I have to pay for the rest of eternity, it'll be worth it to avenge my father's death.
Avenge your father's death? You know, you sound like a kid and doing Shakespeare in a high school play.
My father was suffering. And he wanted Ian to help him. But the great Dr. Thornhart just left him to die.
That's not what happened, Amy, and you damn well know it. I got the paperwork to prove it. Ian killed your father in self-defense.
My father was a good man. He was a tough man and strong-willed, but that doesn't make him evil.
Excuse me, if your father's such a good man, such a prince, how come he set his daughter on a course that ended her life?
He loved me.
He filled your heart with hatred and anger, and you hired a hitman to kill Ian. Only that's not what happened. Trigger Man wasn't stupid. He took your money and he shot you.
And so now I'm finishing the job myself.
Not gonna be so easy. Now that you've fallen in love with Ian.
You're crazy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, you do. Complicates things a bit, doesn't it?
What is it that you see in her? Or is it just the fact that she's not me?
Maybe that's part of it.
Brutally honest, huh?
The only woman I want is the woman I marry.
That's not me anymore.
When you started not trusting me and not believing me, my whole world turned upside down.
And along came Lucy.
And you haven't looked at me the same way since. I know we tried to work it out. But I just have a feeling that your bags are packed and you got one foot out the door just waiting for me to slip up again. I miss the way you looked at me.
And Amy looks at you like that, right?
I don't want to hurt you. You trusted me. You respected me. Every man needs that. Come on, say something.
I'm not sure what to say.
There's no middle ground anymore. We either leave everything behind us and love each other the way we used to, or we go our separate ways. It's your call, Albert.
Maybe he gave up and doubled back. Casey?
Oh, do you hear something? Ricky, is that you?
Wait, I think I hear something over here behind the bushes somewhere.
Oh, Ricky.
I did want you to be with me, Kevin. But you were so sick, I truly thought your time had come.
But I'm still here.
Yes.
Aren't I?
Yes. Was a false alarm.
Well, that's good. I mean, no offense, but I am happy right where I am. Paige. That night I found you in Christina's hospital room.
I told you. You know how much I care for Christina. I just wanted her to feel less afraid.
You do have a soothing presence. Christina picked up on that right away. Wait, if you're an angel...
Well, actually, we're in the process of becoming angels.
We? Wait. Is Amy one too?
She is. But you can't tell anyone that. Promise me.
Can I see them? I mean, would I know them if I saw them?
Kevin, angels are all around you. I mean, sometimes you can see them and sometimes you can't. I mean, haven't you ever felt the brush of a wing or a slight, light, invisible touch when you most needed it?
Angels. You know, I always thought it would be, you know, wings and clouds and, you know, hallelujah choirs.
It's more like existing in the purest light.
That's what's different. I mean, that's what I saw. That's how I painted you in your portrait with that amazing light around you.
I'm still me, Kevin. I'm still the first girl you ever fell in love with. And the first girl who ever gave you her heart. Nothing's changed.
No. Everything's changed. I mean, I can see it now. I can see. I see you. The way I saw you in that tunnel. How did I never see that before?
You're beautiful. You're so beautiful. It's like now I could follow you anywhere. Ian got you.
Nobody gets to me.
Oh, but he did. Except you can't admit it because there's a mixed-up sense of loyalty to that miserable excuse for a parent.
How could I be in love with a man who killed my father? It was all a part of my plan.
Here you say you hate him. You want him dead. We've been back about 3 weeks now or so, and he's still breathing. Could have killed him a dozen times, but you didn't.
My father suffered. My father was my whole world. Ian took him from me.
Daddy, dearest, brought his death on himself.
On his birthday. Then my journey will be complete.
Think about this carefully. Do you know who you really are? Or are you just doing your father's bidding?
I have to kill Ian. He killed my father.
Man has shown you kindness? Who opened your heart?
Well, that's what you think. But I do not love Ian.
It's no crime to love someone. It's one of God's greatest gifts. And maybe that's the reason you came back. To find out if love is possible for everyone. Even you.
Thanks for telling me about Amy.
I want to ask you something, and I haven't. Because I'm afraid of the answer.
Go ahead, ask.
Have you stopped loving me?
Sometimes I wish I could. That would make things so much easier. I'm sorry that I stopped believing in you. And I'm sorry that I hurt you.
You always hurt the ones we love, right?
Well, then we must be damn crazy about each other.
Hey, we escaped death in this very room. Survived Harris. Do you think we can survive our marriage?
We fell in love here. Against all odds.
It's not the most romantic place, is it?
Oh, I don't know. In a way, it kind of is. This is where we learn to love each other. And this is where I learned to feel safe. Just by the touch of your hand. I also remember something else you told me. That you didn't want me just for one night, but for always.
I still believe that. How about you?
I have never stopped loving you.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles.
On the next Port Charles.
I need to go to heaven.
Why?
I have to know who's gonna die.
Oh, babe, don't leave me. What are you doing here? What are you doing with my husband?
Hi, this is Elizabeth Hendrickson. Playing Maggie on AMC is a blast. Join me and the rest of the residents of Pine Valley on SoapNet every weeknight. Watch today's episodes tonight. SoapNet, the new way to watch soaps.